Hello everyone, Milan from IP Fabric here. For today, let me present you some of the new features in the latest major version 3.7 of the IP Fabric platform. We will have a quick look at the new IPsec model for our tables. By the way, this is our recent blog post related to version 3.7.0. Feel free to have a look at our release notes as well. What we will present you is, as I said, the new IPsec model for our tables. There are updates for security policies. Apart from security, there have been updates for the already available automation tools. So let's get to that. So this IP Fabric. It's running version 3.7.1. We are currently in Discover Task, which is also one of the new features. But first, let me have a look at the new IPsec model. So currently we are collecting separately IPsec tunnels and the IPsec gateways. In 3.7, gather information about the IPsec tunnels was greatly updated. Now we can observe parameters such as local and remote gateways, encryptions, and authentication types used in the proposals, including the net traversal settings and much more. On the top of that, we have new little verifications checking for the strength of our authentication, encryption, and of course, we are trying to verify the status of the IPsec tunnels. Similarly to that, we have the information for gateways. There's a lot added in granularity. So as you say, we have the local ID groups, peer ID groups, even the dead peer detection data. If it's available, we can read the key life in seconds, and it bytes as well. So this is for the new IPsec. I hope you will enjoy it. It's very detailed information and very valuable to any security teams. Apart from the IPsec, we already collected the security policies from platforms like Juniper SRX or FortiGate, but starting 3.7, we are now reading the security policies also from Palo Alto devices, from the CLI. But if you have a checkpoint, we can still discover the checkpoint over CLI. But if you want to have the security policies included from the checkpoint, by the way, the security policies are being used especially for simulating the end-to-end path from source to destination, where even the security portion of the end-to-end path is being evaluated with the help of the security policies. So they're pretty important for any simulation, even for documentation. But if you want to add checkpoint security policies to your model or to your tables or to your simulation, keep in mind that you need to add your management server because starting 3.7, we are reading the security policies from the checkpoints, from the checkpoint management API. So here, once you add your management API base URL, username, password, or API key, which is available from version R8040, you can start collecting the security policies together with the discovery process. And now let's move from the security, because there's been quite an update for the automation. So the first, the webhooks. The webhooks are user-defined HTTP callbacks. Their main purpose in IP Fabric is to notify operations and security teams about occurring snapshot and intent rule events automatically. So right now you are allowed to send events or notifications to your other systems about a snapshots and end of verification. This is just the beginning. There will be more added. So again, notifications are coming. We are starting with webhooks. Similarly to the webhooks, we added the API token option into the GUI. The reason for that is that the authentication flow for our API, let's say, was not ideal. There were access and the refresh token, access token was valid just for 30 minutes. Then you had to use the refresh token to get a new access token, which was valid for 24 hours. Again, the authentication flow, as we felt and our customers felt it as well, was not ideal. And that's why primarily we added the API token availability. Now you can create your own token with your own expiration. And we believe that this will help an integration to run even in a smoother fashion than before. Another small enhancement to the automation, especially to the developers who are starting with our API. Let's go to the inventory and to the devices. We can run any filter. As you already know, you can get your API request payload and the API endpoint once you click on the table description over here. But from now on, it looks a little bit different. The form is a little bit more self-explanatory. We added little quotation marks that helps a lot, especially to Python developers, which are the majority of developers for our API. And there's a new copy request payload button. You just click on that and you have the payload in your clipboard immediately. So again, very little update, but we believe that it's gonna help the integration part to run even smoother than before. And now one of the last parts that I want to talk about is that starting with 3.7, we are again collecting data about transceivers. But what you may see or observe after the first discovery under 3.7, when we go for the transceivers part, you may find that your inventory of all the transceivers is empty after discovery on 3.7, which you may think that we should be starting collecting them, right? The reason why you don't see anything yet is that the transceivers collection is disabled by default. If you go to the settings and advanced, there's a new tab called the Discover Tasks. When you click on that, you will find out why. By default, we disabled the collection for the transceiver for all vendors because there were some serious bugs that can accidentally crash the device during the data collection process. It was related to Cisco, and you can find the details of the bugs on our websites in our documentation. So you can see if your network may be affected. If you feel that you want to have the transceivers collection re-enabled, you can just delete this record and the IP fabric will start collecting the data as well. But you have been warned. So again, thank you for watching. I hope this video was helpful and informative for you, and hear you next time.